Hey, what's up fam? Sean here with day 21 on the 30 videos in 30 days series. And today I thought we could dive straight into the no sales call method. Definitely not something new or unheard of in the marketplace and is widely used by many marketers out there. In fact, the very first time I heard about it was from my own coaches, Flip and Nate, which they dubbed the phrase Zoomless Sales Codex. And as I've spoken about in the series a couple of times already, one of the main parts of the process I wanted to get away from completely when I was on the struggle bus in 2022 was in fact sales calls. And as one of the key reasons I took the offer on Group Juice in the first place, because not only was I being taught how to generate massive omnipresence and lead flow in the process, but I was also able to remove things like those sales and strategy calls, anything from 15 minutes to 60 minutes, right? Some of them even went longer for me. I mean, I remember one sales call, I was on there for 2 hours and it was really just an arm wrestle. I never did sell that lead on anything that I actually had to offer and was just super frustrated by the end of it. I removed things like mass adding friends. I was sending 50 to 100 outreach messages every single day to people that were on my suggested friends list. I eliminated things like cold outreach, so I'm very big on intentional outreach. Obviously you have to be having conversations with leads and folks that are actually in your audience, but I really didn't like that cold approach where you were sending a bog standard message to absolutely everyone and along the lines of, hey, first name, I see that we're in X group together, cool that we've got some things in common. Are you an affiliate marketer? How's your journey so far? I'm sure you've heard many similar messages as that. Another thing I wanted to get away from was spamming links. I was spamming links to probably 50 to 100 people every single day, or until our little blue friend would actually just cut me access for 24 hours and then I couldn't do anything. And the other thing I really wanted to do was focus on building a group of my own, right? So I bet if you've stayed this long, and if you have, be sure to subscribe to my channel where I break down more topics just like this one on how to build an online business of your own. But if you've stayed this long, you're asking, okay, cool, so you ditched the sales calls, but then how is it that you convert your leads to paying customers? And the answer is with simple Google Docs. Okay, offer docs that break down every single nook and cranny of what it is that you're actually selling. So in your Google Docs, you'll break down things like what the offer actually is, okay, who the offer is going to be for and who it isn't going to be for. You're going to chat about the core pillars of what folks will be getting if they actually take the next step and purchase your offer. You're going to chat about things like the deliverables, bonuses that you might include, the price points, depending on whether it's your launch or a promo or, whether it's a 50% off deal, lots of different price points that you can play with. You'll be talking about the different support folks will get if they lock arms with you or purchase one of your products, any guarantees that you might have on that product or offer, and the availability, right? How this works is because you'll do a lot of pre-selling in your content first and really lean into all the elements of your brand, which is normally what you'd have to go through first on a sales call. You chat about the weather, you chat about each other's families, you chat about the whole journey, you chat about how you know what you know. You chat about how you know things, why you know things, how you got there, what their challenges are, where they're at. So all of those things can pretty much be covered in the context of your content. You'll be chatting about who you are specifically, what it is how specifically you help folks, what's worked for you, what hasn't, okay, which I'm even diving into now with this topic. I've already touched on the fact that sales calls weren't working. I've chatted on the fact that spamming links wasn't working. I've spoken about what has been working for me, so you can really dive into that in the bulk of your content. You can chat about things like your core values, okay, who you do and don't work with, very, very important, what results you and your clients have got, etc. Now, once folks consume more and more of your content and brand and actually get clarity on if and how you can help them, then you can present your offer in the form of a Google Doc, because majority of their questions would have already been done through your content catalog, right? So does this approach take longer? Yes, the customer journey is actually going to take longer, but this approach will help you build a completely different layer of intimacy with your leads and can really build LTV with folks, right? And by using this strategy, I've not taken one sales call since 2022. And the exciting part about crafting offers of your own is they become assets in your business, which will change and evolve over time. But my highest converting doc is close to 30K in sales to date, and it's only 6 months old, okay? And it will, without a doubt, create 6 figures in my brand over the coming months. which is not bad for a 7-page Google Doc, which I created once, right, and haven't had to do one sales call. So folks, if endless sales calls is something that you actually want to eliminate, there are definitely multiple options out there to remove them entirely. You know, I always go back to making sure that you build a brand that you love and chopping away the fat in the biz that is heavy and not actually needed. You know, keeping things simple and linear is going to be completely lethal in your business long term. And that's all I got today, folks. You know, I've attached an example doc down below in the comments section, so feel free to take a look at how it's actually structured. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the thread and we can definitely chat more on it. So we'll catch you all tomorrow on Hump Day. Cheers for now.